Yo, what's up, grinders out there? How you guys doing? Yes, it's that time. It's that time. A special holiday edition. What's up? I hope everybody. Barbecue Sauce, what's up? DeFloyd, Twisted Sink. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Up.
I'd buy that for $1.
He's ready. He's ready. So, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's good to be back. How was hope everybody had a great happy Thanksgiving. Didn't get destroyed by all this crazy ass weather that we've been having. My goodness, at least on the East Coast, this crazy ass weather. But man, I hope everybody had some good Friday shopping, Black Friday. I'll just do a little bit of what I did. I was waiting because I'm waiting for some of the guys from the Ultra Preset podcast to see if they want to jump in to talk about Halo on PC and how it's gonna go. Like, I've already got my pre-order going. I'm pretty hyped up. Definitely play some more Halo on PC, but we'll get into that. First, some of the things I picked up for Black Friday. So as you know, like the sales and stuff for Black Friday, they start a little bit before Black Friday, but there was some on Black Friday that I went out, but not really electronic stuff. I usually get that the day before. So I went into Best Buy, do my oh god, yes, North is in the danger zone, man. They are getting tons of snow up north. North Carolina's pretty good, but yeah, no snow. But I tell you, like, I have some friends up in Boston and stuff up there. Oof, they're getting tons of snow, like 15 inches, stuff like that. I'm getting New Jersey. I'm getting a lot of frozen rain and stuff like that. So it's not turned into snow yet, but that shouldn't be that much. But, winter weather advisories for anything. Somebody sneezes outside. It's like, oh, my goodness. It's a winter weather advisory crap. Time for that stuff. So, anyway, back. So, I went through my Best Buy. Best Buys. I went there, and they had a bunch of games for like $20. So, finally, I got Concrete Genie. I've been saying I wanted to get that game. Got it for $20. I got Medieval, because that was $20. Why not? Hey, it's up. It was in Warren, New Jersey. Nice North Jersey, man. You got Medieval. And then I also got... What else did I get? I got Concrete Genie, Medieval. And then I played a little bit of Shenmue. But Shenmue was $35, $30, and they were giving the steel case edition. So, get a kind of free collector's edition thing. So I picked up some Shenmue 3. Might as well try it out for $35. It's physical. Don't like it, go trade it in, get like $10 for it. Whatever. But want to try it out. So I got the Shenmue because I got the steel case, which I'll probably keep. And if I'm going to trade in the game, I'll just trade in the case of it. But interested in that game. So I got that, and then I also picked up, Shenmue not for everyone. I hear that, so we'll see about that game. I gotta try it. I try to try everything. As you know, I kind of play everything. Like I'll go for RPGs to shooters to role playing game from sports games. I try to play everything. That's why I have such a high trophy and gamer score, because I played everything. And cool, DeFloyd. If I don't like it, you'll buy it off of me. Thanks. But, yes, I liked Yakuza. See, I tried Yakuza, and I got hooked on Yakuza. So I did like Yakuza. I loved Yakuza, Yakuza 6 and 1 and 2. Yes, see, I didn't play the other Shenmues. I played a little bit on the OG Xbox. I played Shenmue on the OG Xbox, and at the time, like, we go into the arcade, the action sequences, just the cinematics of it, it was kind of cool. Seems interesting, so I'll do the catch up and I'll play 3, see how I like it and stuff like that. So I picked that up, for $30 with the Steelbook. Oh, cool, yeah, on Dreamcast. Yeah, my friend had a Dreamcast, and we used to play all the sports games on the Dreamcast, and I played a lot of Power Stone and Code Veronica. I played on that too, but so it was his, it wasn't mine. I had GameCube. What's up, Sam Ash? How you doing? So I picked up that for Black Friday. What I think there was one other game I thought I got. I thought I got a third game. So I got Medieval, Concrete Genie, and Shenmue, and there was one more. Oh, I got what is it? Shadow of the Tomb Raider, because that was $15, $14, $15. So Shadow of the Tomb Raider, got that too. So yeah. So those are some stocking stuffers that I'm gonna give myself for that thing. Or I tell the wife, I'm like, hey, you got me this for Christmas. So I picked up those things. Picked up the one of these cool things, electronic stuff, and I might do a spin-off too, to because I get all electronics and cameras and all that stuff. So let me know if you guys want to hear about electronic reviews and just like devices, and if you want to do more VR, definitely give me feedback on what kind of stuff you want to hear, because I kind of do everything. I talk about here on Grinds, and I talk a lot about about Xbox and how they I don't like their direction. I'm not a fan of Phil, but cameras, projectors, gadgets. I'm like into all that stuff. So I might be doing some other things too on here. Definitely, because I'm like a reviewer anyway. Like I review stuff, and then I basically go out and get it. But this thing called the IB, it's this a hard drive. It's by SanDisk. It's a Hybe. And yes, Callie, I am buying it on Steam. We'll get into that. I'm just talking about my Black Friday shopping. So I did this IB thing. So basically, what it is, it's a hard drive. They can put all your photographs onto it, and it shares it almost like a Wi-Fi hard drive, and it shares it out. So I take tons of photographs. I do a lot of digital photography, this thing is awesome because you put them on a hard drive and nobody can see them, and it's made by SanDisk, and it's $100 for 1 terabyte. And you just put your photos on there through USB, and then through apps and stuff, it'll pull all your photos down. No service fees. And it's $100 today. Best Buy has them. So, I ordered mine, but from what I was reading, this thing is really cool. Definitely a way to share your photographs. If you take them from your camera, so other people could see them and you could share them. They even have apps on Amazon and Apple TV. So you basically turn your TV into a big photo slideshow, which is really cool, because I always put them on a hard drive, and then I gotta pull them off, and it also curates them based on, you can look for cake, you can look for dog and stuff like that, and it will find them. It does object detect, and it does that all automatically without a computer. So it's called the IB, and it's made by SanDisk, and it's $100 for 1 terabyte, and you could buy a couple of them if you have more, and you could transfer photographs to them through USB. So I'll talk more about it once I have it in my hands. But that was the other thing. The cake is a lie. That's right. The cake is a lie. But so I got that. And then what else did I pick up electronic wise? That was about it. A couple of those tiles, like if you lost your keys, you could attach it to your keys. Oh, I switched up phones. So you saw my tweet. So I went to the LG8. What the hell is it called? The LG 8X, a GX or something, LG GX 8 or 8GX. So this phone comes with a dual screen. So you put this phone inside a case that when it opens up, it's the same panel on both sides. Cool. Yeah, TVs, man, it's one year I didn't get TVs. I got a 4K projector though, but that wasn't Black Friday. And so this phone flips open and it's 2 screens. So I'm going to do a video on it when I get the screen. I got the phone, but I'm waiting for the case. So it is called the LG GX8. And instead of being a foldable screen, and here I'll show. You know what? I'll show a picture to you guys just to show you, because I don't have the screen yet, but it's still the ThinQ GX. Let me show you. AT&T has it and Sprint has it so far. But let me share my screen just to show you, because it's the coolest thing. And with all this dual screen stuff, even like the Surface thing that they showed, I was pretty excited about. Here, let me just show you. So I'll just give you a heads up of what's coming. Yeah, this is it. So there's your phone, and then the phone goes in the case, and then it's a dual screen. and you have it, and when you open it up, so this is it closed, like this. You got a little LED up here that tells you notification and stuff. Then you open it up, and it's the same panel on both screens. And it's basically, you could swipe, and that's a close with the camera. It's like a little portfolio, like a little thing. So I was pretty pumped for it. So, so you could like be texting over here, watching a video, or you just do 3 fingers and swipe apps back and forth. You could be shopping on one thing, one another. Then the other craziest thing, you want to see something? Yeah, so this guy's, it reminds me of like the Sidekick. Remember the old school Sidekick? So look at this. They have a gamepad that you could do, a customized gamepad, and you could map it to any game. Emulators, dude, emulators. I'm going all out emulators with this thing. Emulators. Yo, if this works with streaming too, like if this works with xCloud, this might be like the xCloud. Instead of wearing that strap on and stuff like that, like you maybe with this work with any Bluetooth controller. So that look cool on that thing where you could basically, but I'm doing emulators with this thing when I'm on the go, man. Emulators all the time. But yeah, like you do like pitches. So it looks cool. Yeah, the case comes with it for free. It's a $200 case, but comes with it for free if you buy the phone. And the phone's solid. The phone's pretty solid. It's a top of the line, Snapdragon processor 4000. But yeah, I got that for Black Friday. Plus, you get this, and then they get a free LG TV. I was like, oh, okay. I guess I got a 50-inch 4K TV and the case for free by getting the phone. So, but it's interesting. We'll see how it works. But yeah, I definitely want it for the multitasking. This gaming stuff looks pretty cool, but I don't play too much on my phone. But and as you know,
we're really focusing first on what it means to play these games on your phone.
So who knows? But yeah, like texting, watching a video, have Twitter up and YouTube. So yeah, anyway, I picked that up for Black Friday too. So interesting. It's a different take on these whole foldable screens and all that other stuff. So that was another thing that I grabbed for Black Friday. But that was about it. Not the too much. Yeah. Emulate. Oh, yes. Emulate the Switch. Very cool. Yes, Sam Ash. You saw that new Razor? Holy crap. That brought back such memories, too, man, with that Razor. What's going on? I don't see the chat showing up on the screen, man. What's going on? I see the chat in my thing, but I don't see it on here. Let me see what's going on here. Let me add chat. I don't know why the chat's not working. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. I saw that Razor, man. That brought back some memories. My goodness. That was, so that old Razor phone. And then there's even like a mode where you could actually turn it into how it looks like the old Razor phone, which was pretty cool. I don't know where the guys are, but you know what? This is not going to be a grind table. This is just going to be, grinds my gears, I guess. Ooh, whatever. If they want to jump in, they want to jump in. I don't see the chat showing up, but anyway. So let's get into the thing. Let me see. Whoa, hold on. Working on this channel here. Getting this over there. But yeah, those are some of my pickups. Yeah, man, that Razor though, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But that was about it. Anybody pick up any games? A GrindsTable. It was having a bunch of people in here. And we're going to have, I was going to have the guys in here, but I don't see them jumping on yet. Let me jump into Discord. I was seeing, I'll hit them up one more time to see if they're going to come on. They said they were going to jump on. I'm going to say, I am live. Come on in. That's for the guy, because they want to talk about Halo, because it's I want to talk about it, because it's a pretty big night. Pretty big night. And we'll get into it now. And if they want to jump in, they can jump in. There we go. Yes, I saw that. Nintendo's close to surpassing Xbox globally. And you know what? I'll talk about one more thing, actually. And maybe I'll change the title as we go on. But since you guys are in here. Yeah, so the Nintendo is expected to surpass the Xbox globally. Which is pretty crazy. We kind of knew that, though, like the way that the Switch is selling. Like, the Switch is still in its infancy, really. Like, it's in the third year. The Xbox and PlayStation are at this maturity right now. But the Switch just is surpassing Xbox globally. So, it's just the Xbox has really held up. Like, if I just use my local Best Buys as an example, and that's not real, but the PlayStation God of War. There we go. The chat's showing up now. What? Now it's like overlaying it. Hold on. I had to catch up, I guess. There we go. I want the other one. Sorry, this thing's acting up. This one. That was that one. There we go. So yeah, so like it so the PlayStation that sold the PlayStation 3 the PlayStation with the 3 games was sold out, and the Pro with Call of Duty out of stock, 250-mile radius. Like I searched, like if it was in stock. SAD edition, the Xbox SAD edition was still in stock in my stores. It's still in stock in all the other stores. So was the X for $350, which I was really surprised. I thought that thing was gonna fly off the shelves. That X for $350. But no, it didn't. And even the Star Wars one, I didn't see that one really selling out. At least at the Best Buys in my area within the 250-mile radius. Yeah. So you know what? It's again, it's tough right now for them to like I said, like every move they've done is really just Game Pass is not saving that. I'll tell you that. They're gonna have to think of a new way. But and then the other thing too is that I know the SAD edition sold was like $150, I think, for Black Friday, and still today. But I have a feeling that we're not going to see it, obviously, because nobody talks about sales like that. But I'm expecting probably a few of those to get returned when people realize that thing doesn't have a disc drive. Because I think a lot of people just saw 150 and just grabbed it and said, and the case looks so familiar, like it looks so similar to the other Xbox One S's, and I want to know how many consumers bought that thing just going, 150 Xbox, throw it in my bag, okay, cool, and then when they open it up, they go, what's going on? It's funny because Jez Gordon over at Windows Central said that the most search for news article or question that was on their website throughout Black Friday and the weekend was, can the Xbox One S all digital play DVDs? Play discs. He said that was the most searched for. Where's the disc drive? There'd be a lot of people would be disappointed. They open this up. Mom, this is not the Xbox that I wanted. I can't play any of my games on it. It's all my physical games. They don't. Oh, man. So, that's why I said with that Xbox One, the SAD edition, the all digital, they needed to make that thing structurally different. I think if they would have made it a little smaller, maybe not as small as an Amazon Fire TV, but smaller, maybe, But that thing looks exactly, it's an Xbox One S just with a blank disc, like a disc drive gone. So it is a little misleading when you can buy it. Like you really got to say like all digital. Okay, that's nice, but where's the disc drive? Maybe they put it on the back. Well, I expect it. It'd be interesting to see like after Christmas if there's like a huge a bunch of open boxes of Xbox One S editions. A SAD editions where people are like, where's the disc drive? Because I'm telling you, consumers, you see the video of everybody going after those Hisense TVs? Trust me, $150 Xbox, and the kid says, I want an Xbox, they're getting $150 Xbox, and they're not going to realize that thing doesn't have a disc drive. But anyway, it's just funny. But, I heard it was selling well. $150, you can't beat that. But that takes away all the media capabilities of it, too. But, and they give you games during Game Pass, but that's another story. But anyway, no, it doesn't really have it has a big picture of the Xbox, but it looks so yeah. I'll show you. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I'll just go to Best... Well, where is it? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. It does say disc-free gaming, so I guess. Yeah, it does say disc-free gaming. Yeah, let's show the. Like, here it is. So it does. This is it. Like, but oh, it has like a disc here with a cross on it. I guess. Like, here you go. Subliminal messaging down there. I guess. And it says disc-free gaming, but like if they made this aesthetically like a different color or smaller structure or a different casing, like you're on there, you're like 150 Xbox, you're grabbing that thing and going. Like you got to read that box though. Like it says S and then it's like all digital in the bottom. Like it doesn't say SAT on top. This is what it says. See? No, it says this. Like S and then all digital. This is my guess. We will see. Oh, that's funny. I guess the guys are not coming in, so they're going to make this a one-man show. A one-man show, like it always is. Like it always is, guys. People are not going to read that. And parents don't read the box. Exactly. What's up, Sizzle? How you doing? Whoa, congrats, Callie. 21. My God. Well, you know what? That leads us into the memories of Halo for me. Because, like, yeah, we're going to talk about 21. But anyway, so, without further ado, we're going to get into this thing. Let me share this out. Share, like the video. We're going to get into the celebration of Halo. Or what it was. And what it's going to be. So stream that out, like, share that video. Hit that subscribe button if you have not. And we're going to take a journey. Yes. Oh, Sam Ash 46. I'm 39. I'm going to be 40 next year. Oh, snap. But we're going to talk. So there you go. Now you got to put the stuff in perspective where I'm coming from. So, this was the night before Halo PC, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a Phil Spencer mouse.
We're really focusing first on what it means to play these games on your phone. So we thought about how can we get.
Anyway, so so tonight's the night before Halo PC. It's coming out. Halo Reach is coming out, part of the Master Chief Collection, and it releases tomorrow on Steam, Windows 10, and on Xbox. There's some shadiness going on with the Xbox version. I'll get into that stuff, like, you know, with the Master Chief Collection. But the real big thing, I think, why this is so important is that this is one of the first times that with Halo 1 on PC, I believe I don't know if Halo 2 came to PC, but Halo 1 did, Combat Evolved. But this is legit, like, all the Halos are coming to PC, and they've been working on this. I haven't got invited to the flight on it. But the fact that it's coming to Steam. Oh, somebody came on. Yo, Merc.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, good. I just started. I just introduced Halo on PC. So you jumped in right at the same time. I couldn't choreograph that better if I planned it.
Hey, man.
What's up, man? How was your Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was great. How was yours?
It was good, man. It was good. I was just going over all the stuff I was getting for Black Friday. I bought a bunch of like cheap games, and some. I got a phone, you know, that was like a dual screen phone that I'm waiting for the case for it. But you doing Black Friday shopping?
I did. I think for anybody that follows me on Twitter, they're probably tired of me talking about my monitor.
Oh yes, you got that monitor. It was 120 frames.
144
frames. Ooh.
1440p G-Sync with a 1 millisecond response time.
Dan, have you hooked it up yet? Or is that you getting late in the year? Oh, so it's one of those
incredible.
Gifts.
It's incredible. G-Sync is as advertised. It almost is one of those things that you need to see it in order to understand.
Yeah.
But the level of smoothness, because if you don't have an adaptive sync monitor, you normally have V-Sync engaged. So one of the inherent flaws in PC gaming is if you have a monitor, let's say with a 60 hertz refresh rate, and you engage V-Sync, you'll get the occasional stutter.
Okay.
Right? You'll get the occasional stutter. And when you have G-Sync engaged, you don't have to have V-Sync. It's like, it's instead of with V-Sync, the monitor the monitor will typically control the graphics card on when to put out the next frame, as far as a frame buffer. And
Uh huh.
with G-Sync, it's the other way around. The graphics card is controlling the monitor's refresh rate. You see what I'm saying? So you don't get no screen
Gotcha.
tearing, no stutters. It's incredible, man. It's the Dell that's on sale at Best Buy for 150 or 250
Oh,
off.
that's what it is. Now you work in dual screens now with this, or you
I
can do
am, I am, but I ran into a little problem, which now when I'm streaming with
they're two
both
different frame
monitors,
rates, two different
yeah,
refresh rates, right?
they are. But for some reason in my streams, I'm frame dropping when I have the other monitor active. So I need to figure that out. But yeah,
Mm.
I'm back to two monitors.
Yeah. So can the computer run the two the different refresh rates? Like, is this?
Yeah. I can. It can definitely.
All
Can.
right, cool. Yeah, grinded. Yeah, this is Merc 305. He's from
Yo.
the UPP podcast. You can follow him on Merc 305 on YouTube. That's where we do our podcast on Wednesday nights.
Yeah.
And we just did our streaming Sea of Thieves podcast last week, right before Thanksgiving. We were the hunting turducken, and
It was incredible. A lot of people stuck around for that one. Watching this video, it's kind of crazy.
yeah, you know what? I wish that arena mode worked out better because that could be something that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think but we didn't know what the hell was going on. There was one ship out there that was just grabbing all the treasures and had the little like smoke plume over them, and like by the time we got there, we just crashed our boat into. I was driving the boat thinking that I was gonna crash into the guy that had the bloom on him because I thought that was the leader, and it wound up to be just some like ghost ship that I crashed into, and our boat sunk, and we were done. So that's the way that thing worked. But anyway, so it's tonight's the night before Halo on PC, and that's the thing I want to emphasize: Halo on PC, because Reach we all played before. You played Reach before, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we played Reach before, but this is the first time, and I was trying to lead into saying how important this is that Halo is now on PC, and I think even bigger when they made that announcement that it's coming to Steam and broke the Windows out of the Windows 10 store to put it on Steam, because the last game that was on it was Combat Evolved, right? It wasn't Halo 2. Did they put 2?
No. Combat Evolved. That was the last Halo that was on PC. The first one.
Yeah, and that was made by the guys that made Borderlands. They actually made that one.
Yeah.
The what is it? The hell's the
No, wait, it wasn't
Randy
Bungie?
Pitchford. Randy Pitchford, actually, they made that one.
Oh,
Well,
wow,
Bungie
okay.
worked with them, but they worked on the PC port. The guys who do the Borderlands thing. Who the hell are their names? The Randy Pitchford's. Who the hell was
Hold
it?
on. Gearbox?
Gearbox. Yep. Combat Evolved. Yeah, they. I think they co-developed it with Sony. Did they? Let me see. I believe. Yeah, here it is. Bungie, Gearbox Software,
Yeah,
Maxsoft, Westlake. Yeah, because I remember after that they went into Brothers in Arms and stuff like that, and they made Borderlands, which was like their next first-person shooter that they made. Yeah, Twisted. It was Gearbox.
Yeah.
They made the other Borderlands, so you know that they were pretty good with the first-person shooters because they worked on Combat Evolved. And I know that game got modded to hell, man. They modded the hell out of that because that was the first time it was online for online. They modded it because the OG Halo was not online, on the Xbox.
Correct.
And you had to use like X Connect or something like Xbox Connect. That's what I used.
I mean, Halo. When I think Halo, I remember hooking up consoles via Ethernet.
Hell yeah.
Having those pseudo LAN parties. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm. I did that. That was some classic Halo stuff, man. We did 4 TVs, 4 players on each. That was glory days, man. You bring TVs into a room and do LAN parties, and that's what that Xbox Connect did. It basically it made you just break outside your own Wi-Fi and kind of create like a global network, basically Xbox Live. But
you know what's sad? Some of these kids today, they'll never experience that, man, which is kind of crazy.
I know, right?
That was a very unique experience, which I guess a lot of people will never have, man. I wish they would kind of like bring that back and people would kind of gather around and have that kind of excitement, man. It was fun during those days.
Oh, that was, man. It was made. My friend made wings. We had the Halo. And it was the best. You would just play on Blood Gulch. You'll play Capture the Flag, and it was.
Mm-hmm.
And you hit people with the rocket launcher, and that warthog would just go rolling around, and then you still would have the flag. Nobody would leave the warthog, and he's still going, and or it would be
100%.
burned. Oh my god! And everybody yelling and screaming in there, and then it's like back in the day, that's when like controls were still expensive. Like people wouldn't. I didn't spend that money on. So you had like your controller, and then you would buy all these third-party bootleg controllers because they were just too expensive for like to kind of spend and then forget about it. And that's why I jumped off of PlayStation, because we were in the whole 4-player console thing. That's why I jumped on GameCube and 64 and then Xbox, because of the 4 players. Because PlayStation, you had to buy the multi-tap. And then I was like, I'm not buying no multi-tap. You had to buy that thing. So like I stayed with like those 4 ports on the front because, for those parties and stuff like that, we used to do in college, and those LAN parties were like, hooking up those TVs and just having a network cable those were the glory days of Halo 1, man. And that was just,
it really was,
man.
I kind of wish that they would bring that back in a sense. Well, maybe not Xbox, but
like in an arcade.
Before, and I don't want to turn this into a GameStop thing, but I've always said how GameStop can change their business model from a used game business model. I mean, they've borderline turned it into like a retail store now with selling shirts and toys and all that other crap.
Yeah.
But like, man, how about they took it back to the old school and they started hosting tournaments like locally, like a Madden tournament, a Call of Duty tournament, you know what I'm saying? And have that, and have that camaraderie where people are coming out. And in reality, it would be like a modern day LAN party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Tie it up with selling food and drink, and now you've kind of revolutionized.
GameStop's getting a liquor license. That's what
I'm saying.
But you know what? Boz did that. They did it with Rock Band. I remember, what was it? Chicky and Pete's. If anybody's in like the Philadelphia area, like Chicky and Pete's, it was like they would have.
How did that go over them? I'm not familiar with them, but what?
Yeah, so like they would have like a V-cade, a V-arcade or something like that. I don't know what the hell it's called, but you could rent a room, and your room would basically be set up with Rock Band, or be set up with karaoke, or be set up with like Smash Brothers or something like that, and and you play and you rent out the room with drinks and stuff. I know they do that with the VR now, VR clubs and all that other stuff. I've seen that a couple of times, and it's similar setup to like the axe throwing thing, where somebody's in the VR. And people are just sitting there on the behind them drinking beers. It's BYOB too, and they have it at the college. And basically you BYOB and you watch and you just drink and you watch your friends play. Take turns and you do all the VR stuff. So I agree, like something like that with the LAN parties. Like it's funny, they just put a pop up in my mall for like $10 to play at all day. And they have a whole bunch of retro consoles all set up like LAN. But they're not LAN, but it's all like retro consoles, some like an Xbox. They even had a 360. I was like, I haven't seen a 360 in such a long time. And, for $10. But yeah, like I definitely think like those, if you get a bunch of people together and stuff, but it's like, with social media and stuff, it's like that. When you did those things, that was like when you would catch up with people and meet up, almost like a club or a bar or something like that. Now you know everybody's business just by flipping on your phone. So it's kind of like, 100%. Like when you meet up, it's like, I haven't seen you, and meeting a new friend and all this other stuff, and it's just like that kind of stuff is going there because it's like, I know everything about you. You just had a kid, you just got a new T-shirt, you took a shit this morning, and you said it smelled like, and I'll see you this afternoon, like, hey, but yeah, those LAN parties, man, that's where it started. And that brought us right into Halo 2, which that was the first time, the Halo was online, and I remember the biggest thing with Halo 2.
That game literally changed gaming.
It did. But do you remember because before that matchmaking, they introduced that matchmaking, right? Before that, it was like Rainbow Six PC old style, where Ghost Recon, where you would have a room, there would be a host. The host would kick people. The host would just wait to start up the room. Is everybody ready?
That was the first multiplayer game I ever played online. The original Rainbow Six on PC.
Yeah, I remember playing all the Ghost Recons and how even Xbox games, because they're basically, with Xbox Live in its infancy, a lot of the games were just like kind of PC lobbies. They would just have the host, and if you weren't a certain level, they'll just kick you out. And I remember running into that problem.
Dedicated servers or nothing like that.
Nah. You would just get a host, and they'll run a room, and then you just join up a room, and they'll be like, "Who's this dude? Who's this guy? Kick him out!" And you'll get kicked out. There was no kind of like, there was no searching for game or anything. You were just playing on servers.
That's right.
And if the host didn't know you,
if I'm not mistaken, they had the server list, right?
Yes, that's exactly.
You used to connect to the server list. They used to pop you in a lobby, and yeah, basically, if people already had something already put together and you weren't part of it, they used to boot you up.
Yeah, and you would try to find servers that were like 15 out of 18 or something. Like, you don't want to do a server that's like 1 out of 18, and it's like you're sitting in there like, oh yeah, those sucked, man. And that's why when the Master Chief, when the Halo 2 came out, and they had a thing where you could just say, I want to find games, and it just grabbed people and just threw them together in a room to play. That was that matchmaking. That was revolutionary. But I remember people were just like, I can't choose what I want to play. Like, I can't. People didn't like that, but basically it was like, hey, you just go with your party. And you have a bunch of people. Then they brought the party system with that, where you just had your friends, and you just jumped from everything. Like, that's where Halo 2 started that stuff. It was revolutionary. And that changed how matchmaking worked with Xbox. Like, and that brought into everything.
It really changed. I felt like it changed gaming. Like,
but it was tough, though. I remember people a little like ticked off, like, oh, like, I like the freedom of choosing my servers and my match types and, you know, all my settings and running my server. They didn't like to lose that that control where you say, hey, play team deathmatch. They wanted to have like, no, I wanted to go to 50. You know what I mean? But it worked. It got you in the games.
Absolutely, man.
Oh man, those days of Halo 2. I remember. Do you remember the video that they showed where he hijacked the Banshee? Or he hijacked the Ghost. That demo that they showed. I remember.
I don't think I remember that.
Yeah, man. When they showed that demo of Joseph Staten was, I think he was narrating over it, and they showed them hijack the Ghost. That was insane because people he jumped on it, kicked them off, and then he dual wielded the guns, the SMGs. He dual wielded them, and people went for crazy. Man, those
YouTube. I might have to find that.
YouTube.
I don't remember that.
YouTube that. Let me see if I can find that thing. Yeah, let me see. YouTube it at the the Halo 2 demo, like Halo 2 multiplayer demo. But man,
what's your favorite Halo launch? And by what I mean launch, I mean going out to either the GameStop or Electronics Boutique.
Yeah.
EB Games and standing out there and waiting for the game. What's your favorite launch?
It was Halo 3. I got the ultimate edition with the helmet. I'm staring at it right here. I wanted the helmet because it had the video recap of all the Halos, even though they weren't in HD. Though I thought that was bull at the time.
Yeah,
but they had the DVDs of them. But they had pizza. It was crazy. And that big box was huge.
You know what it is? It was a time, and I agree with you about Halo 3, by the way. It was a time that a Halo release became a social event. It was in the news. I remember it was in the news. And they news crews were out there recording people waiting for the game to launch at midnight. And it was a thing, man. Like Halo was the game. Halo was oh, man, dude, for people that didn't live that, it's hard for them to understand like how big that game was. You know what I'm saying?
It was on Slurpee. I remember the Slurpee cups. Everybody getting the 7-Eleven with Slurpee cups and the Halo. Do you remember the video where they had the I should be running it. Oh man, let me jump into this thing. I should be running that video because do you remember where the guy was hold on, let me see if I could get it up here. Halo, get the video here. Halo 3 launch where the guy's like showing the fight. Let me see. Holy crap. I guess it was Halo 3. It wasn't Halo 2. It was the guy he had. They were showing like he was almost had like all little figurines on. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, I'm gonna show it. Wait, I'm gonna give these. Hold on. Show my video. Where is it here? Here we go. This video. Man, I remember this like. So let's see.
I hear streaming, but it ain't updated. Okay, all right.
Is this the video? Is this?
For one nation over another. It is the first of its kind to commit.
Oh, this is it. Sorry, I gotta search for it. Oh, the Believe campaign. I don't want to use somebody else's cut. Hold on. This is it. Look at this ad.
Let's see. Wait a second. I think I do remember this. Why don't I remember this though?
For old memories now, but yeah. The Hunters.
Now you know what? I do remember this.
And the old guy comes in. And he talks about the war. Is that what this? The brutes.
Oh man.
It was like the fight. Finish the fight, man. Jackals. Yeah, look, he doesn't. They always tease about Master Chief dying too. That was like the biggest thing.
I can tell you with Master Chief, which how the way it went in Halo 5, and people upset that they didn't get to play enough as Master Chief. The chance of him dying now in the story is slim as nil.
Yep, and then yeah, this is the other one.
Let's see.
Can you tell us what you remember about the battle?
We'd been fighting for a while. On the
This was a
7th
Halo
day,
3, right?
We ran out
Yep.
of ammo.
Yeah, I remember this.
We had to scavenge all we could from the weapons that had been left behind. The pistols, shotgun rounds, a handful of grenades.
Do you
awesome.
remember where you were?
When Master Chief armed his grenade, I was in the back of an overturned warthog firing an M41.
How did you manage to keep it together?
We knew Master Chief was still in the fight. He gave us hope.
Yeah, man, this was like it was powerful stuff.
Rated M for mature.
Yeah, man.
925. Those, yeah.
People just don't realize the weight Halo carried back then. I know a lot of people
man.
now it's become a meme with Xbox. Oh, Halo, Gears, and Forza, but Halo was a thing. Halo was the game. Even at Halo 3, I would still say it's at its peak at Halo 3.
Yeah, and this was the first announcement of Halo 3 too. Remember this? Michael, I watched this video so many times in 1080p because it was like one of the first 1080p videos that they had available for the 360.
Yeah.
Like I would watch this trailer so many times. Because the thing is that when Halo 2 ended, it ended in such a cliffhanger that I remember playing it going, no way, they're going to add it as DLC that you finish the fight on Earth. Because he was heading to Earth to fight. Because they were looking, oh man, when she shows up. Odds and Demons. Oh my God, I haven't watched this in a while, this video. I just seen it. I just seen it in my queue here. I have the fire gods. Because the whole thing was that they were going to look for the Ark. And everybody's like, the Ark's on Earth. And it's like, holy crap, the Ark is the thing that activates all the rings.
I am your shield. I am your sword.
Yeah, and this is where they start teasing the corruption of Cortana.
I know you. Your past. Your
And she does
future.
get corrupted in 3.
Yeah.
You gotta save her from the grave mine.
Yeah.
Because you didn't see the grave mine in 2.
I mean, theoretically, she still is in 5.
4 and 5, that's kind of where it's teetering. Like, I love the campaign leading up to 5, except playing 5's campaign. Like, I listened to all the podcasts. I listened to all the, like, Chief has gone rogue and all this other stuff. I was ready, but it didn't mount up to that stuff. Like, this was actually a cinematic from inside the game of Halo 3. And you can imagine this when? This was in 2006? Seeing this scope of Halo. And it's like, shit, that's the Ark. The Covenant's going there. And this was right from the game. Like, 3rd mission, 4th mission.
Yeah.
This is
Brings back a lot of
The
memories.
world ends.
It does.
Dun, 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 dun.
And,
But that's how you do a trilogy, though. Like that, you built up to that trilogy, like just like Star Wars did in the first 3. They Return of the Jedi, was built up because of 2. Finish the fight 2007. Like, it was built up to that. Like, you were ready to finish the fight. Like, if you say finish the fight Halo 6, people are like, who? Like, what am I finishing? You know what I mean? Like, they built up to that with the story.
Halo Reach is the prequel, right? To Halo 1, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and now we're going to go to Reach. So, yeah, Halo Reach is the prequel to... So, Halo Reach is the prequel to that because Reach, and I read the fall of Reach. Reach was the planet on which they made the Spartans. So the Spartan program was on there, and Master Chief was out, with his team, with I forgot her name, not Helen, Alice, with his sniper, with his team, his blue team. Is it blue team? I'm not sure if it was blue team, but he's out there with them. And he, Linda, that's who it was. It was Linda, but he's out there with them. Now here's the Halo Reach launch one. Now they went back to Spartans.
You put it on
screen? Yeah, I
screen?
put it on screen, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this video, I remember this one with the guys running with the bomb. Holy crap. This was a good video, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. They had, I don't know where are these people? Come back. Please. Please. Look at this production of these commercials. Like, look at this. Now they just do a CGI. This was like incredible.
Man.
Look at this. Especially now with all different cosplays and stuff like that. You don't even need professional actors. You throw people in there. They cosplay this stuff.
Yeah, it's true.
Look at the overlay with look at this stuff. When the hell was this done? He's running with the bomb, man.
What year?
And everybody saw this was 2010. 9 years ago. That's when Reach came out. Yeah.
Wow, dude.
He dropped the bomb.
Yeah. It was September of 2010.
So the biggest thing here is that you were playing as just the Spartan before. So right before this game, it was Halo ODST. So they brought you playing ODSTs. But so what this one is like everybody is a Spartan. This was the first time that like they were all Spartans in the thing because you're playing on the planet of all Spartans. Oh my God! Take it to the Covenant ship, and they made the Covenant so like serious. Like they were like really gonna kill everybody.
Yeah.
Like they weren't no goofy guys.
When it's Reach, right? On Steam, if I'm not mistaken, I'm playing it through Game Pass, right? So
yeah,
I'm
gonna
assuming
go through Steam. I think it's crossplay.
Yeah, they're selling it as Master Chief Collection, not Reach on its own, right?
Well, that's where it's kind of confusing with it. Looks like it says for $40 you get all of them with the Reach, and then it has Reach there for $10, which I don't know what that means. Like I don't know if you and then you can't. Yeah, the 2010 September. That was that one.
Yeah, September.
But yeah, going into, I don't know if I have my. Hold on, let me go into.
What up, Jameer?
Yo, what's up, guys? Oh, see, let me jump back. One of the penguin remembers the ad. Let me go back to the chat because I can't see the chat while I'm sharing my screen here. I'm jumping back here.
Yeah, September 2010. I know that.
Yeah, man. Sure. Those ads with the models. Remember that, man? What's up, Jemiah? How you doing?
I do.
Yeah, I know. That was insane. So looking at the store right now for the before Halo, let me see. Look, see, I was just about. Yeah. I'm pre-downloading
Reach made $200 million in first day sales, a record for the franchise.
Wow, that was the last Bungie game. That was the
yeah.
That was the last Bungie game there.
That's before 343 took over.
Yeah.
And I can't really say I've been happy with 3.
Yeah,
I mean, the multiplayers have been good.
Yeah, the multiplayer has been good.
Multiplayer in Halo 5.
Yeah, but this was the last. This was the swan song. So yeah, you see, it says for 30. So I'm sharing my screen now. It says it includes Master Chief Collection. So you get Reach, Combat Evolved, which is 1, 2 Anniversary Edition, ODST, and Halo 4. They didn't put Halo 5 in it, which is interesting. But the thing is that only tomorrow is Halo Reach. So all you get is Halo Reach, and it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when it releases for us. It's Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. So I'm going to pre-download it right after this show. I had my wrong information in here. But see, it says pre-purchase Reach. But if you click on Reach, it says that you need to have the game. You need to have the Master Chief Collection in order to have Reach.
Really?
That's what it says. Like, you can't just buy Reach for $10. So
That's
let me go.
weird, though.
I know. It's.
I mean, I have to imagine that these guys learned from their.
Here's
from
Halo
their-
Reach. See, I'm showing it right now. So here's Halo Reach. It says downloadable content. This content requires the base game Master Chief Collection on Steam in order to play. So you can't just buy Reach
when
for
they
$10.
advertised that Reach was included in the PC version. I remember when they announced the PC version.
It is. So the only way to play Reach right now on PC is for $40 through the Master Chief Collection.
Gotcha.
And it includes. Let's see, one, two, three, four. It says, oh wait, here I'm gonna go package info here. Oh yes, I could view.
I mean, I'm gonna play it through Game Pass, but I'll definitely support it and buy it at some point, like I did with Gears 5. Same thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna buy it through Steam because I want to see. So that was one of my caveats with this whole thing was that I own Master Chief Collection on Xbox. But it's not a play anywhere. So I can't. If I go to the Windows 10 store, it says I gotta buy it again. So when I went through Windows 10 and I went to Halo, what was it? Halo, the Master Chief Collection.
Yep.
And Reach is in there too for $10, I think. But yeah,
no, I mean, look, I went in on Xbox, but they were clear in the fact that if the PC version was going to be sold separately when they announced the game for PC, I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, so like, see, Halo Master Chief Collection, but what I'm saying is that it's not a Play Anywhere title. So if you own the Master Chief Collection, so I own it. I don't have it through Game Pass. I own Master Chief Collection. It's not a Play Anywhere, so it doesn't work on Windows 10 store. So it's saying that I don't have it. I have to rebuy it for PC.
Yeah.
Same thing with Reach. The other thing is that if you have just Xbox, because it's not Play Anywhere, if you just have the Xbox, not Xbox Ultimate, you just have Xbox Game Pass, you cannot play Halo Reach on PC because it's not a Play Anywhere title. You need to have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate in order to play Halo Reach PC. Because I just redeemed my Xbox Game Pass. That's just the console Xbox Game Pass, and I can't play Master Chief Collection through it.
Yeah.
So just to make that clear to everybody, like, you need to either rebuy the game on PC or go with PC Game Pass, not Xbox Game Pass, because it's not a Play Anywhere.
Or Game Pass Ultimate, either or.
Or Game Pass Ultimate, exactly. So that's a caveat because Master Chief is not a Play Anywhere title. But
you know what other game is like that? Quantum Break.
Quantum Break is Play Anywhere. That was the first one, I thought.
No, I don't believe it was.
It was the first one because it wasn't.
Because
I
bought it originally
they
on
gave
PC.
You a code.
I bought it on PC and I never got it on Xbox.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because the way they did that one was pretty. It was early on when they gave you a code. So like when you bought Quantum Break, and that's how I got to play Quantum Break because I bought it through Play Anywhere and I never got my code. And what happened was that they refunded me the game on Xbox, and then they wound up emailing me the code like 2 weeks later. So I got the code, but that was like the first kind of version where you bought the game and they'll send you the code for the PC version in your email. Yeah. Now, that was before they had the ecosystem merged up. So, So I'm just going to go with Steam. I got some Steam credit. I'm going to go $40, $10 credit, $30. Give me Halo Reach. Give me Halo Master Chief Collection on Steam. I'm hoping for mods. I assume it might be on sale too on Steam. I'm assuming it might go on sale on Steam sometime.
I'm pretty sure it will. I mean, look,
10% off, something like that.
At the rate it's going on PC, I would probably say give it a month or two and it'll drop in price for sure. On PC, things go on sale very fast.
Yes. And we can see it is on the but yeah, it being Halo Reach was one of the great campaigns. Like it introduced 4-player co-op because I don't think Halo 2, all the other Halos had 2-player co-op. I think Halo Reach was the first with 4-player co-op. And all you were Spartans. Yeah, which was kind of good because in the Halo, Halo 3 had 4-player co-op. Sorry. Halo 3 had 4-player co-op, but you were like a Spartan and like a Jackal and a Covenant and an Elite. Like you were like, because you were going against the Brutes in 3. So like you were kind of, I think the third person was a jackal.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. Where Halo, well, this one you were actually like a team. You were like 4 Spartans, doing stuff. But let me see.
Yeah.
Let me do Halo Master Chief Collection is in the top sellers, definitely. But yeah,
I mean, look. I mean, I think it's insane to me that the whole Master Chief Collection is coming.
I
It's
can't
coming
believe
to
it,
Steam.
man.
It's crazy.
I can't. That's what I was like. This is a big deal, and that's one of the biggest deals. Like, not the fact that Halo Reach is coming out, but the fact that Halo Reach will be the first of the Halos to come to Steam PC. I think even if it was just coming to Windows 10, it would be big. But the fact that it's going to Steam, that is going to be huge. I'm crossing my fingers that it works tomorrow. Because that was the biggest problem. So do you want to recap what was your Master Chief experience when it launched?
Which one? I'm sorry.
Master Chief
Halo
Collection.
Master Chief?
Yeah,
Oh,
Master Chief
okay.
Collection.
So I'll be honest. When I didn't get it at launch.
Oh, okay.
I did not get it at launch. At the time, how I ended up getting it is I actually didn't even really purchase it directly. It was when they had the Master Chief Collection bundle. I needed a second Xbox, right? So I ended up buying the console, the Xbox One console, as a secondary console at that time because I already had another one. And I got the Master Chief Collection there. So I can't actually say that I purchased it outright when it launched. I got it as part of a bundle.
And that's when they had Halo 5, right? Halo 5 was in that bundle, wasn't it?
No. This is before Halo 5. They had a Master Chief Collection bundle.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Now, I'll tell you what, though. The game, I already knew that the game had some problems. For me, the matchmaking was busted.
Yes.
It would take me forever to get into matches. And you knew that the game wasn't dead, It was just very hard to get into multiplayer matches. And in reality, I didn't go through playing all the stories all over again because I had already played them. I was more about jumping into like the Halo 2 multiplayer and the Halo 3 multiplayer. And that part of the game was really broken. So I can't say that I had a good experience with it. No.
Gotcha.
Can't say.
Yeah, so I was actually, it was hilarious. I had to be at a meeting in Miami. And it came out December. I think it came out December, right? It was like December, November. It came out around this time. Didn't it come out like November, December, Master Chief Collection?
Something like that. It was a fall launch game.
Yeah, let me see. Master Chief Collection. All I remember is I was in a hotel. And I brought my Xbox with me to experience launch of Halo Master Chief Collection. It launched November 11th, 2014.
Gotcha.
So
you took the track with it in the
yes,
the
I
airport.
I took my Xbox with me. I had my Xbox. My Xbox One came with me. I brought it to the hotel. I plugged it in. I got logged on. I had it I don't think you weren't allowed. I don't think I was able to pre-download it because they didn't have pre-downloads then, did they? 14? Yeah, they did. I think they did.
Yeah, at that time they probably did.
They did. Because, I wasn't going to download it on no hotel Wi-Fi. But I brought it with me, and then, I plugged it in. I got to it released at midnight. I jumped on, and all my friends that were playing it kept complaining, I can't get into a match. It's taking forever for matchmaking. Yeah. Now, I was on hotel Wi-Fi, so I wasn't even going to chance it. I thought, like, hey, they'll iron it out by the time I get home. Let me start doing the campaign. So I did the campaigns. I was playing through them, and then when I got back to my house, I plugged it in, and I would hit matchmaking, and it would take forever. It would put people in a group. It would drop them out. And what it was doing was matchmaking you across all the games. Now, Halo ODST wasn't part of it. It was 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And
you could filter, but even filtering, you couldn't get in matches.
You could filter. Yes, you could have filtered. And what was pretty crazy was that if you played on a map from Halo 2, the controls and gameplay was Halo 2. If you played on a map from Halo 3, it was equipment and all that stuff from Halo 3 would just be like, so you had to like know what was going on. It was like you could matchmake by the different Halo games, or you can matchmake by just game modes. Big team battles across all Halo maps. Correct. It was pretty ambitious. It was crazy. And it was doing through 4 different engines, basically. It was the same engine, but it was all different controls depending on what Halo you were playing, which was pretty insane. It was a huge task. It was something that I thought was going to be better than what Orange Box was. You know how Orange Box was just compilation of games, and those were different games. But Halo would just have it all under one roof and matchmake it across. Like, they did not do it akin to like how Uncharted did it. Even though Uncharted got rid of all the multiplayer in their remake, Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, they just did the single player. They got rid of the multiplayer aspect of it. But they didn't just slap together these 4 games and just say, here's the collection. They actually tried to do matchmaking with all those games and across all those different games. The remastered Halo 2 maps, it was ambitious, but and they had certain affinity. I think other people making maps, there was a whole bunch of people working on this thing, because they were trying to make Halo 5. But yeah, it was a huge task. It still never really worked. Like, I know, like, the last time I tried it was a year ago or something like that, because I haven't had a chance to play them. And when I tried, it still takes a while to get in. I think Frog was trying it last week, and he said he was able to get into it, but he was like, it's so floaty. Like, it's definitely a different type of game after playing all these games now to know how Halo worked. Like, with the shields and all this other stuff. So I really am interested to see how it works on PC, because I do think that the PC crowd is definitely, I think, more twitchier, and they would probably play like no shields or low shields and might appreciate more of those kind of game modes, like snipers and pistols or something along those lines, rather than the traditional Halo deathmatch where there's just you lay full clips into people just to pop their shield and then you go hit them with it, because that's the art of Halo. It's popping that shield.
Absolutely. You gotta hit them a couple times or set it. Playing Halo multiplayer is very much like playing a setup game. It's not like your straight forward shooter.
Twitch. Yep. That's what I liked about it.
And how you're gonna get their shields down to then give you enough time to get the knockdown. You know what I'm saying? And in all the Halos, since the movement was slightly different, like you had the charge and you had the charge and the sprint, like in Halo 5, for example, right? That kind of changed how you approached an attack if you know that you got a couple shots in and their shields were done. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's really what's made Halo unique in a sense, is that how you approach a situation in the multiplayer can differ vastly from one Halo to another, but at the same time it's familiar. And I think that's what made the Halo multiplayer successful over time. Because Halo 5, for as much as the campaign wasn't great, I mean the multiplayer was lights out incredible. It really was. That probably may be my favorite one. That may be maybe my favorite multiplayer.
What the multiplayer, like the arena or the
arena,
the big battle, the one with the rec cards?
I like arena. I like the arena style. I'm not big into like the big battle style, but yeah.
The arena style reminded me of like 2v2, like definitely Call of Duty. That was like a paintball, definitely. That was definitely, I think, arena, and that's the only problem. Halo 5 is not in this collection, so PC guys, I think, would probably like that arena.
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, it's coming. I think by the middle of by spring of next year, we'll know Halo 5 will release, probably summertime. But again, they really didn't do a roadmap of when Halo Reach game and all this Master Chief Collection is coming out. Hopefully they're pretty consistent in releasing these games. Like, now Halo Reach,
they're gonna have to be now.
Halo 1, in February maybe, and Halo 2 in May, they got to really kind of spread it out, especially if they're gonna try to throw Halo 5 in there before Infinite. Obviously, that's the plan, probably.
A couple guys in the PSP Discord, they got access to the beta. And they've played it, and they say it's tight, man. It's tight. Yeah. It's really, really good.
But Reach is, and the thing is, though, is that it's gonna be kind of hard, because Halo Reach really was the combination of all the Halos put together. It was the best of 3. It was really the groundbreaking stuff of 2. It had the traditional pistol stuff of 1. But like, it's gonna be hard to play Halo Reach and then go back to 1 and 2 and to play those games, because after playing like
specifically one didn't age well.
Yeah, 1 didn't age well, especially the campaign 2. That was that was rough. And 1, and what's funny, in the Master Chief Collection, I really did not want to play anything on 1. Like maybe a map or two, but like they basically remade the maps. I forgot what it was called, Warlock. I think they renamed it Warlock from Halo 1. It was like an arena tile where there was like 4 corners and there was a thing in the middle. And you would have jump pads.
Even how the game controlled and how the game, even though it was upgraded, Halo 1 just did not age well.
No, it didn't. Yeah. And that's why you're probably playing the best. Garuda says Halo 1 was a masterpiece. Yes, it was a masterpiece for its time, but playing it in a collection of Halo 2 and 3 and Reach, it's kind of like hard to say I just want to play Halo 1, especially if you want some classic stuff.
Look, going from Reach to 2, I would probably say that's more doable. It's a more not that it's you're not gonna notice a step back, but I would say that's more doable. But man, Halo 1, I don't know. Maybe when that drops in the Master Chief Collection on PC, I'll probably skip playing that over again.
Yeah, like I know, like I'm not hyped for Halo. Halo Reach, I'm pretty hyped for. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, what game? Maybe it was 4, but what Halo had the multiplayer where you started as one team was Spartans, one team was Elites, and it was like a gradual build up. That it was almost like a raid, like back. It reminded me of like Return to Castle Wolfenstein mode. Do you remember that game mode?
I don't remember that game mode.
I'm gonna find the name of it. It was the chat. Do you guys know any of that game mode?
I used to play a lot of Capture the Flag.
I thought it was Reach that had it because I remember mowing my lawn, listening to Bungie podcast, Major Nelson podcast, and they were talking about this game mode, and it was the new big game mode in Reach. It was their version of like what Halo 5 had, the Rec Pack thing. This was their version of it, and it was basically Elites versus Spartans. I don't know, it was red versus blue mode, or let me see, multiplayer mode in Halo Reach, because I believe it was in Reach, because I remember it was Bungie's swan song. I was nervous about Halo Reach because there was the last one. I was kind of bummed out that they were leaving Microsoft and doing that. Well, let me see what it was. It was Firefight is where they brought Firefight into that. That wasn't the first time they did Firefight, right? And they did Forge. Let me see. Headhunter. I'm playing that, Merc. I'm playing Headhunter. Remember where the people drop skulls?
When did Forge come out?
Forge came out with they did Forge World in Halo Reach. So they started Forge where you could just do maps, then Forge World built, which I wasn't a huge fan of Forge World and Reach because it was kind of like a Minecraft thing where you had the same backdrops. They had like 3 or 4 backdrops, like space, like space. There was grassland and stuff like that, and then like basically people would just put maps into it, but it was basically this full island, and you could just kind of use the terrain to make whatever map you wanted to do. But a lot of people just used kind of the same blocks, and built maps within it. So where 3 you actually could build, I think 3 had Forge in it, but they basically did this Forge World where it was just these open like kind of like worlds where you could just build stuff. Firefight was there. Here it was. This is it. It was called I'm gonna see if chat got it before I say what it is. They're talking. Sam Ash talking Half-Life. Let's see what's going on here. Yo, Hamana says yo. So chat didn't answer the question. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Chat, I'll give you 2 seconds to tell me what that game mode was in Halo Reach, where you had Spartans versus Elites. 1, 2.
I'd buy that for $1.
Let's go, guys. Nope. Okay, here it is. It was called Invasion.
That's
it was 6 versus 6 mode in 3 squads of 2. Spartans versus Elites. Elites vie for control of the territories to disable the shield guarding the navigation core. Once the shield is disabled, they must transfer the core to a dropship, and the Spartans must prevent this. As the game progresses, new vehicles and areas of the map become open. The gameplay for Spartans versus Elites is similar, but not identical to Elites are both larger and have bigger hitboxes, and are able to move slightly faster. Additionally, they're able to regenerate their health completely, regardless of how damaged they were. Depending on the game mode, Spartans and Elites have different loadouts. However, if playing locally, the player can alter the loadouts. It had so many elements in it. It was one of those kind of dynamic games. And I think they did a little bit of that in Halo 5, where they kind of put those AI characters. They still got predictable in Halo 5 with the rec packs and Warfront, Fight, whatever the hell it was. But this mode, it was like, oh man, they had stockpile, which you teams race to collect neutral flags, holding them at a capture point for minutes. They had generated defense that puts 3 human super soldiers or Spartans against 3 Covenant ones called elites. The elites have to destroy the 3 generators, and the Spartans have to defend them. Man, these are some good modes.
Yeah.
And they had Headhunter, where you had to grab the skulls of the people you killed, and then you had to transport them. So it was almost like a crazy oddball. And then when you shoot a guy that has like a bunch of skulls, they'll all go flying in the air, and you got to grab them all and drop them off. It reminded me of Powerball from American Gladiators. Like, remember we had to like take the balls and dump them in?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Headhunter, stockpile, and invasion mode. Please.
If I'm not mistaken, they have that mode in if I'm not mistaken, they have that mode in Halo. The
What,
one
4?
where you take the Powerball. No, Halo 5.
Oh, Headhunter.
The Powerball. Where you got to take the ball and you got to like score the ball. Or you
Oh,
gotta
they had that in
something.
Call of Duty. Didn't they put that in one of those Call of Duty games? Oh, when they had the
they did that.
jetpacks. Oh, that was horrible. And they tried to make it like a friggin' Shoutcast bowl. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was horrible. But yeah, the invasion mode, man, that was awesome. Oh, see, Sam Ash said he only played Reach for campaign. The campaign in Reach was awesome. That was a good campaign. Yeah. That was a oh man, the ending. I'm not gonna spoil the ending for those who didn't play, but man, what a powerful ending. What a game. What a swan song. It is one of the, besides Halo 3 and the build up to the fight, I really did like ODST. These were the glory days, man. Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST. They were innovating Halo Reach. Like, this was evolving Halo. Then Halo 4, they tried, that Call of Duty pressure just got to them. They had to get the sprint in there. Like, they kind of made the super soldiers type thing, and they got into the whole, that thing. And then Halo 5, here come the monetizations. You know what I mean? That because Halo 4 really didn't have that in there. Halo 5 had the monetizations with those rec packs, and they made bank on those rec packs. And they kept your traditional Halo with Arena, like what Merc liked, and traditional games, and they gave you free maps. But then in Warzone is where they, and they even tried to throw Firefight into Warzone in Halo 5. They really were shady with Halo 5. They even put Warzone into Halo 5, and they tried to put, Firefight in there. So, like, you're using your rec packs and Firefight, but you're just fighting AI instead. It was a little shady, not giving us an official Firefight mode, but trying to throw those rec packs in there. And if you don't know what Halo 5 did with rec packs was, it would take the free DLC and put them behind the rec packs, but you would have to pay or play to unlock money to buy the rec packs, gold, silver, or whatever tier, and hopefully you get the DLC items that they got. So it kind of was, it was like cool, different guns, different warthogs, different tanks. And it was a little bit like a play to win, because if you would pay a lot of money and buy a whole bunch of red packs, then you would get more things to use in the multiplayer, make you better and more competitive, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was a little pay to win. But I love the big aspect of it, just the taking over control. But it was almost Battlefield-esque. Like, I did like that.
Yeah, it was.
With Halo 5.
I ain't gonna lie. For me, Halo 5 was all of it was about Arena all the time.
Yeah, Arena was good. The only thing is with the I always like big team battles. See, I love the grand scale of Halo. I always wish they put a Pelican in it to drop off warthogs and stuff like that. They had the Banshee in it. They had the what was it? The Wasp? Was it the Wasp? What was the Hornet? I'm sorry, it was the Hornet. That was the Spartans version of the Banshee, and they took it out. It was out of Halo. It's in Halo Reach.
Yeah, it is.
Do you remember it? It has the 2 chain guns on either side.
Yeah. I do remember that.
And because I keep talking, but one of the things I do have to talk about Halo Reach was one of the best maps ever. All right. First, I want to Merc do his. Do you remember what your best map ever was in Halo Reach?
Man, that's a good question, man.
Because I can tell you
Man,
mine.
you know what it is that me thinking back. Of,
You're gonna
like, the
say it as
names
soon as
of
I
the
tell you
maps,
what it is.
It's gonna be oh
He
man.
knows. Merc knows which one it is. Wait when I say it, because you know what's funny? I was just reminiscing with my cousins because we were all Halo
Hold
stuff.
on. Don't tell me.
All
me.
right.
I'm
Do
gonna
you want me to
figure
tell you the
this out.
letter it starts with?
No.
Okay.
Don't tell me anything. Hold on.
He's doing a Google search, everybody. Google. He's Google search.
No. I want to, but I'm trying to remember it. Ah, man. All right, go ahead. Give it to me. I'm not gonna get it.
The Spire.
Oh wow. Okay. You know
you
what?
remember
They
that
have
map?
I do, but do you know that they have a remake of that in Halo 5?
Yes, they did. You're right.
They
But
have
the
a
problem
remake
is
of
they
Halo
didn't
5.
have the Hornet in it.
Yeah. Let me see.
Because
Hold
that
on.
was the.
I'm gonna Google it now because now I want to see all the Halo Reach
So
maps.
I'm in an Apple, but
Yeah, they had Boardwalk, Condemn, Breakpoint, Spire, Highlands, Tempest, Forge World, and Countdown.
yeah, Forge World. Forge World's all right,
Yeah.
but the thing is that a lot of people, and that was one of my problems with Halo 5 when they said free maps. Like a lot of the maps were like like they were good maps, but a lot of the people, like a lot of them were user created Forge maps.
Yeah,
they
oh,
would put
yeah.
in the game, especially in big team.
Nah, okay, so are you doing it through Restream?
No. Oh
We're
wait, it's coming
we're
back. It's coming
we're
back. It's coming back.
We're back.
There we go. Sorry guys, it went down for a second.
Yeah, we're back. We're
Callie says he's 3 decades old. Sorry, chat. I'm gonna do more share out here. But yeah, so which one you were saying? You're looking up. You're reading them off. What were they? Were the maps in Halo Reach?
Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Hold on. I had them up right now, literally. Hold, find it. Here it is. All right, it was Forge World, Countdown, Tempest, Highlands, Breakpoint, Spire, Condemned, and Boardwalk.
I don't
Yeah.
remember any of those names. Condemned.
Yeah, man. Those are the maps. Let's see. Halopedia. Oh, dude, wow. They have a site called halopedia.org. Holy crap.
Hell yeah, Hillpedia. But the
Have you been
Spire,
there?
man. No, did the stream go down again?
I don't think so. Hold on.
I'm just watching. It's buffering.
Hold on. Yeah, I think it did. No. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's
Oh,
on.
it's streaming
You're
on
right.
my end. It's buffering on my
Yeah,
end.
You're on. You're on. No.
So-
It's on. I'm looking at your stream right now. It's live.
All right. You show it live or is it delayed? Let me see. Okay, it is live.
You're live. You're live.
All right. It's cutting down all the view. It's like, yeah, everybody's back. Okay, good. I was like, everybody keeps going up and down. So yeah, the Spire. Now you remember what the Spire was? It had the big, and you said they remade it in 5.
They remade it in 5.
So the craziest thing was, it was like had this huge spire that you would go up, and it would be at the top of the map, and you will snipe people coming from the ground or whatever like that. But then there were banshees. Thanks, Garuda. Thank you for. I'm back. There were banshees, but what was crazy is when they had the banshees and the hornets, people would be like having this firefight in the sky, and you were on the spire, and you would always want to try to jump and hijack one of their things. And we did it once, man. It was a capture the flag, grab it, and you jump. Like it was like you always wanted to jump off the spire onto one of those banshees or hijack one of those hornets, and it has happened a couple of times. But man, you would just get into one of those and just shoot at the guys who are fighting on the top of the spire. But man, and the mission in the single player was incredible because you basically do that, like you fight on the spire. But man, I tell you,
it was a fun time, and I think back at some of the Halo games, and it was an incredible experience, man. Like going through some of the games and playing the multiplayer, and everybody was playing it at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Thing,
like
man. Your whole friends will
that,
light up.
that's why I harp on, like, because I know, I'll say it again. Like I know Halo's become a meme for some, right? Like in this generation, but people, especially like for the younger generation that just started gaming, like either in this era or at the end of the 360 era, maybe they don't realize like how huge Halo really was because they were like too young to realize it.
Yeah.
Or
It was
weren't
huge.
gaming at that time. I mean, I'll be honest. I'll give you this generation example. There's been a lot of great games that have been released this generation. The game that I probably have been the most hyped about when it released in 2015 was Halo 5.
Yeah.
Like, people forget when they did that whole show that it was like a 4-hour show. Remember that it was for the Halo release for Halo 5?
Yes.
You don't remember that? That it was a worldwide.
No, they did that. I
Oh,
tell you, all that stuff leading up to Halo 5. I listened to all the podcasts.
Mm,
I loved it, man. They
Yeah.
they put a lot of like we talk
They
about
put a
like
lot
how
of
bad
money
their
into it.
marketing has. I think that was their last hope. Like that was their last thing after Halo 5. That's when everything kind of went to crapola.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Because I think after Halo 5, what did we Gears 4 came out after Halo 5, right? Oh no, Gears 4 came out before Halo 5. No.
No, Gears 4 came out after Halo 5.
A year after Halo 5. So
Yeah.
after Halo 5 is when they started doing the whole it's going to PC with Quantum Break and stuff. It started with Quantum Break right after Halo 5.
Yeah.
Because Halo 5 was like they had Gears Ultimate, they had Tomb Raider, Halo 5. That was their holiday lineup.
That was it.
And they threw Fable Legends in there, which what happened was after Halo 5, they started off the year with Scalebound canceled, right? Was that 2017? Or was it 2016? 2016. Scalebound was canceled. Because that's kind of when it went downhill. Oh, that was after Gears 4, maybe. Scalebound was
Yeah,
canceled.
give or take, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, it started with Quantum Break, but then they started doing the whole PC and all that other stuff right after Halo 5. Because Gears 4 was the first one, the first big franchise of the Halo, Gears, and Forza that went to PC day and date. So
Yeah.
it really was the last Halo 5. Like, Halo 5 was like they threw tons of marketing, the podcast, all that stuff to that game. It was big.
No, man, it was big, and
That was
again,
hype, too.
for this generation, that's the game. I'm not saying it met the hype. I'm just saying that's the game that I was most hyped about this generation, like leading up to the release of the game. You know what I'm saying?
What about
it was-
Titanfall?
Nah, I was more hype about Halo 5 than Titanfall at release. At least for me.
Yeah.
It was I almost felt it was borderline, almost like it was approaching like that social media event, like a social event like that. Like it had that kind of hype behind it.
Yeah. No,
The
they did
story
tons
did-
of marketing for it.
Yeah. The story didn't reach
The movie.
like the story didn't
Halo
reach
channel.
the hype, right? Like it didn't reach the hype.
Yeah.
But as far as
Oh, the stream going on again? Oh, there it goes again. Stream keeps buffering. I think. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I know. It reached the hype, like what you said was that it did reach that hype of getting there. Like with the story, they definitely made, and they did some of those videos. Remember where like he's walking to the Locke statue, or then Locke's walking to the Master Chief statue. The Switch, like definitely they had a good concept there. It's just it just didn't pan out in the campaign the way they wanted to. The fight was really nothing, and it kind of was just I don't know, and that's where the thing is that it kind of left with a bad fizzle. Like that's what I mean. Like Halo 3, I thought was so hyped up because Halo 2 was like so like there, and they had a cliffhanger ending, and people wanted to finish the fight to know what happens, the battle for Earth. That's what we're leading up to. But Halo 5's ending really didn't. It's just like the Guardians came up, and it's like so he met his creator Halsey, and they're all together, and it's like Locke's there, and the Arbiter's there, and I don't know. It just didn't have that kind of impact. And then with them just dropping the name, now it's not Halo 6, it's Halo Infinite, and it's focused on Master Chief. You got to see, like, how are they going to, like, continue that story? Because, I could see them just say, hey, it's a big co-op adventure with you could play as Locke, as you could play as Master Chief, as Arbiter, and play as everybody, running around and killing Cortana. The problem I feel with Halo 5, and to see if you understand, is that I don't feel like there's that big boss. Like, I don't feel like there's that big lurking enemy. Like, I didn't feel the Guardians were anything. Like, they're just big things. Like, there was no kind of, like...
I understand that.
It's not like, hey, we're going to fight this alien race, or something like that. It was just, it's like, oh, Cortana just released these things, and she wants to act, and there's another ring somewhere. I still don't really get it. Like it really
Yeah.
didn't. It really didn't stick. It wasn't kind of maybe because it's just too many things they're trying to complicate with it.
I just felt like Halo
know.
5, like the story at the end, like as it was gonna get to the parts that I wanted to get to, I felt it ended. You know, like
Yes.
it just.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like it. I don't want to say cliffhanger, but I bet when I started getting
I was
more
shocked that it
engaged with the
ended like
story,
Yeah.
they kind of left it at kind of sort of cliffhanger. I don't want to like go into detail just for everybody that hasn't
Yeah.
played it or may play it leading up until Infinite.
Yeah.
Um,
It really is just.
Especially now that Halo 5's probably Halo 5 will be added to the Master Chief Collection at some point next year. Sure
Yeah, I
about
hope.
that.
Like, they didn't mention that, but I gotta be. Like, they do have Halo 5 on the Forge mode on Windows 10 store right now.
Yeah,
But
and the end game is going to be is the Master Chief Collection. Whenever the next Halo game launches, they'll end up adding Infinite to that too. I know that that's the
Sure.
end game for them for sure.
yeah. Oh yeah, like add it all. Like, but the thing with the collection though is that it does have like the matchmaking, and I want to see how they're gonna do it with introducing the games. Like, see, when Master Chief Collection came out, for Xbox, it was all packaged there day one.
Yeah.
PC, it's not that way, so it's going to be interesting to see how they just add these games to the matchmaking. I bet you that's probably one of the biggest things that they're doing, because they probably would have took too long to say we got to wait for all of them to be finished for PC. Also, I do think it going to Steam was probably the reason why it's taking that long, because if you look at what Gears 5 did,
Yeah.
Gears 5 was not UWP. It was the Win32. It was that traditional Win32 type thing to probably compensate for going on Steam. So it wasn't this whole Windows 10 UWP thing. And I'm wondering if them having to take Halo and converting that all to Steam stuff, like for making it a Win32 app, taking it off of Xbox and doing that could be possibly the delay. I don't know, but I just noticed that they changed the structure with Gears 5, because Gears 4 was a UWP, and I remember looking, it took like almost 500 days for it to get cracked, and the other one got cracked in 2 days, and it was like a different encoding. It was like a Win32 type thing, and that's because it launched on Steam. So I'm wondering if this whole Steam thing really kind of made them be more cautious and take more development time for Halo. But it had to do it though. Because I don't even think that people will tolerate that Windows 10 store for a Halo. Even though it got better. It got better, though.
Yeah, it's gotten better, and the fact that they're moving the games into the Xbox app, which is really still linked to the Windows 10 store, to be honest, in the back end, but yeah, it's better. I find that the downloads are way more reliable on the Xbox app on the PC now.
Yeah,
and the Xbox Beta app. Yeah, it's way better as far as the downloads are way more reliable. I used to have problems downloading games off the Win 10 store, but off that Xbox app, I really haven't had many problems, to be honest.
No,
it's still in beta. It's still in beta.
Yeah,
it's still in beta, but I mean, it's worked really well. It's been pretty good. I haven't.
And
had
it
much
manages
problems
the
with it.
updates too better. Like, it's not like you have to download them like apps. Like, it doesn't really do that. Shout out to Customs, my cousin Grinder. What's up?
Hey, man,
how you doing? He says Forge ain't releasing, but mods are coming.
Facts.
Yeah. He says Forge not released, so maybe they're not going to put Forge in these things, but the mods are coming. Yo, I want to be playing as Master Chief, or I want to be playing as different characters from the Halo universe. Halsey, add them all. Mods, moderators, mod them all up.
Yeah, man.
Put all the characters in there. I want a baby Master Chief.
I guarantee you there's going to be some hilarious ones.
Yo, they're going to put Star Wars in there. I can't wait.
For
I'm going to
fact.
download the Star Wars mod to Halo. I love the mods, man. It's going to be crazy, because that's what really kept that's where they got a lot of maps from Halo 2. Was it Halo 2 or Halo 3? They got them from the mods of Halo Combat Evolved. Like, people were making different maps and stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean,
But, man,
it's gonna be interesting, man. I can't wait. When does it finally launch tomorrow? At what time?
1
does it launch?
o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Halo Reach. I hope it works. I'm pre-downloading it right now. I'm going to do it on Steam. I assume Steam and Windows 10 store can play together. Do you know if it's cross-play with Xbox?
I want to say it's cross-play as far as the campaign. I'm not sure about the multiplayer because they weren't clear about that. I couldn't understand it, which tells me probably not.
Uh-oh. My cousin Grind says, Customs, You can't use controllers only. Keyboard. You can't use controllers, only keyboard. I watched mods that you can play as a grunt, and they're porting over all custom game modes. Are you telling me that I can't play with controller tomorrow?
No, you'll be able to play with controller because Steam, they have that controller support thing. I want to say if you put a game on Steam, I don't know if they have to support the controller function. I don't know how that works. But I know Steam, if you enable controller support,
I'm looking
let's
at
say for
Steam
your
right
DS4, you could play. You could play with it.
I'm holding on. I'm looking at Steam right now. Let me see. It says full control support customs. Thank goodness. Because I will not be playing with keyboard and mouse. Call me non-PC elitist, but I cannot play. I could try. But
PC
I like
gaming, for as popular it's gotten, which is as popular now as ever, highly unlikely they release a game that doesn't support controller. Highly unlikely.
All right, let me look and see if it says crossplay anywhere here. Halo Reach. Let me see. Halo Reach crossplay with Xbox. Let's see.
Yep.
Unfortunately, crossplay between Xbox One and PC version of Reach won't be happening. You won't be able to play with your friends. If you're on the go, the PC route, they have the entire thing already on Xbox One. However, PC players can expect to interact with one another. Wow. So, no crossplay for the PC guy. So, we better tell Frogs. I think he pre-ordered it. I think he has it on PC. He has Xbox.
Oh, yeah. I think there's crossplay or co-op. Is there co-op in that campaign?
Yeah, yes, there is.
Yeah. There's crossplay for the co-op, but not for the multiplayer.
It supports cloud saves. This is from GamePure.com. Halo Reach does support cloud saves through Xbox One and PC. If you have the chance to play Reach the way you remember on Xbox One, if your friends want to hop on PC, you can jump online and continue your progress through PC using your profile. Cloud campaign progress, mission, and playlist competitions, all available. But, it doesn't look like it's crossplay at all. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I mean, as far as, Halo's going to have a pull on PC, though, for sure.
Oh, it will.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that part of it.
Let me see. Halo Reach coming to PC. This is from GameSpot. Uh-oh, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that video. Now Microsoft has shared a number of details. Reach will launch at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on December 3rd, which is 1 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. in London, 9 p.m. in Moscow, 3 a.m. in Tokyo, 5 a.m. in Sydney. And no preloading. So I only pre-purchased, but it's not loading.
Yeah.
Halo Reach on PC will not support preloading on Steam or Windows 10. Although there is no preloading is available, they can use Steam's remote download feature to download and get started right away. That's not good because I was pre-ordered it and I was... All right. What? Get the hell... It says to do this. If you're stuck at work or home, Steam's remote download feature. Leave your PC on, log on to Steam, download the Steam mobile app, go to your library, and install Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, you could do that, yeah.
How to buy. Halo Reach costs $10 on Steam and Windows 10. The Forge and Theater modes have been delayed and won't launch on PC until 2020. Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo 4 will will have time to come, follow in time. Each available to buy individually. Those who already own Master Chief Collection on Xbox One can play the multiplayer, custom games, Forge, and Theater for free. That will be me if I was playing on Xbox. The campaign and firefight modes will be available to buy for $10 on Xbox One at launch. However, if you are Xbox Game Pass subscriber on Xbox One and PC, you get everything for free when it's released. All right. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, man. They're
so that was the shadiness that I didn't care for, that I owned the game. And then I know they announced it before. I owned the game on Xbox, but if I wanted to play the campaign and firefight, I have to pay an extra $10 because it's like DLC. But if you get it through Game Pass, you get it all. Now, crossplay, it says, back in October, Microsoft announced that Reach will support crossplay between Steam and Windows versions. However, there's no crossplay between PC and Xbox One. This is something the team will monitor and evaluate over time. Again, we wait. I don't know. So we can't do that, and let's see. Oh my goodness, they have a friggin' spreadsheet here. Holy crap! This is how complicated Xbox has become with all its options. Here we go. I'm gonna show the screen.
Wild.
Jesus, the friggin' options here. Look at this thing. They need a spreadsheet. Where's my thing? Where the hell is my thing? What the hell? Where is my display capture? Here's the spreadsheet. It says here, goodness gracious. It says data retained on all devices is a green check mark. X is data not retained across these devices. And then the diamond is special cases. So mission completion campaign is good across all of it. Mid-mission checkpoints will not work on Xbox One and Windows Store, but might work on Steam due to Steam Cloud. Okay. Partial playlist completion is special cases. Partial missions or not. Playlist completion is good. Mid-mission checkpoints don't work on between the Xbox systems, but Steam has self-contained and will not impact, so Steam is its own thing. Leaderboards, meds, this account, all that stuff is good. Reach customization unlocks, all retained with the Xbox profile, and player ID unlocks all there. So, there's your options. There is what they've done. No crossplay. They're evaluating it, which is a little unfortunate because I thought it would open up. But, who? Oh my goodness. Cousin Grinds is dropping some more news in here. Where is he? We were just reminiscing at Thanksgiving about this. Where's my chat?
Let me see.
Cousin Grinds, or the Customs.
Customs, yeah.
I heard for multiplayer they're making seasons for armor. Seasons for armor. Oh goodness. What does that mean? Oh man, they're gonna start season passing this? Oh, who knows, man? I don't know. I'm afraid. I just want to play Halo Reach tomorrow. I don't know what Microsoft is gonna do, but please don't destroy Halo. You can't destroy it if it's already been done. Just release it and let me play it. Yeah, Jemiah said that shot looks like Anthem. Yeah, it does. It's like, and you want to go here, and you want to go here, and yeah, it's the gloriness of all the options. It's the it's wonderful. I suggest get it through Game Pass, like Mark's doing.
Yeah,
like I said, it's not play anywhere, so if you own it, it doesn't matter if you want to play it on PC. But again, the impact of this and all the stuff coming to PC, this is a huge, huge bet for Microsoft because this is huge for Halo, and this will try to get that Halo install base ready for when Infinite drops next year. And
facts.
This is the whole, that's what they're all doing with this thing because it's like, this is big. Like, this has to work. Right, Mark? This has to work. If this
it's got to work.
If they pull a Gears 5, like people complaining on Steam and disaster thing incoming, I don't know if that's gonna be good.
It's their biggest franchise, man. I mean, this is something that has to go well, man. It has to go well. If it doesn't, it's man. I don't even want to think about the occasions, to be honest. But the fact that Microsoft's taking this kind of chance with their biggest franchise, man, that tells you what Microsoft thinks about Game Pass and the model that they're going with, man. They're all in on it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I'd say $40 for all that stuff too is pretty. That's almost like a Steam deal in itself too.
Oh, 100%, bro. For $40
for all those games and Reach too.
How many hours of gaming you think you got there?
Oh man, it's tons. Jesus, that's a lot.
Ton. I mean, just in single player, not even talking about multiplayer, which could be hundreds of hours in reality.
It's tons. Yeah, tons. That is
Yeah, it could be
that
fun.
is that is big because like for $40, like that's like I'm surprised they stayed low with it too because it is an older game. It did come out a while ago, but still it's
Yeah.
I really can't wait to see it how it runs and also too, I know Merc likes this. This definitely gets him excited with his new monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Halo at 60 frames. Have we seen it before?
Yeah,
Halo
man.
3, Halo Reach at 60 frames and more?
Yeah, those were 30 FPS games previously. So it's gonna be, man. I can't wait. I can't
That's
wait. I
insane.
can't wait.
And that's probably where they had to go redo that stuff because those games were not built for those high frame rates.
Yeah.
So they probably would have
I heard I think that the Halo games, all the Halo games, they're not an unlocked frame rate. I think they're capping them all at 60.
Are they? Because I saw that they were testing a variable frame rate or something like that. That might be in beta.
Yeah, but I want to say, like, if they unlock the frame rate or anything higher than 60, like the games weren't running right. I could have swore I wrote that somewhere.
Okay, I saw some with variable frame rate in the flight. They've been testing this. I haven't gotten into the flight at all.
Where they were telling people to just lock the game at 60, something
Yeah, I'm
like
locking
that.
it
I
at
don't remember
60.
exactly how it went, but yeah.
I'm locking at 60. And what I'm excited about is I got my gaming, like my laptop thing with my thing, but also I got a gaming laptop that does 1080p 60 pretty well. So I'm like Halo. Yes, I want that game just to have it on my laptop. Like whenever I go, I can just jump into Halo and just play that stuff. So like I'm pumped to kind of have it on the go when when I have it with the Master Chief with that stuff.
Absolutely, man.
And playing
Absolutely.
at 60 frames and 1080p. On a laptop, pretty, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
When you can't play it at home. But anyway, I want to wrap this up, Mark. I know it's kind of later than what we expected, but it was
We
good,
did, bro.
reminiscent, man. Halo days, man. Those Halo days were pretty crazy, man. That Halo 3 launch,
It is.
they were good days.
I just hope that this launch goes well, so it could get some chatter going about Halo Infinite and get people pumped for it, man. Because I want to say that those were kind of some of the glory days in gaming, man. That some people didn't get a chance to experience.
Yeah, it's all in 343's hands right now, so
Yeah,
we'll have to see what they do. They really got to earn. I think people are a little bitter after 5, and these I think will put a good mark back on Halo and the importance of Master Chief because I think they just seem to try and going away from him, and it wasn't the right move that they tried to do in Halo 5, and I think they realized that to go with Halo Infinite, bring it back to Chief. Like as much as Chief might be an older character that you don't want to see, it's just put him in a different situation. Like put him in just keep evolving the character. Like people could have said the same thing about Kratos. Like we're tired of him just spinning around, yelling and grunting. What did they do? They gave him more character. They made him more humble. They made him more of a human. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning of God of War, you didn't even know that he was able to do all those powers until that big fight. You know what I mean? He just seems kind of just like grunting, like heavy and stuff. Like he's not like floating in the air, swinging his things. And they evolved the character like that stuff. So, there's different ways to evolve the character without kind of changing the character and trying to say, hey, Locke is going to be the new. He's going to take the reins from here, or like Kate's going to take over the Gears franchise.
Yeah.
There's ways that these characters have legacies. These characters, people, cosplay, they have these characters are iconic. It's like stopping Mario and go, you know what? This new character, Zario, it's a new guy. He's blue. He's going to take over the franchise now. Luigi and everybody's getting retired,
Yeah.
You can't do that. You got to use good storytelling, good environment, like good, good development and stuff like that. But we'll see. I'm hyped. We'll let you know how it goes. We're definitely going to stream it. Check out Merc's channel at Merc305 on YouTube. Check him out on Twitter, right? Merc, I'll let you talk what your things are.
Yeah, man. Check me out, Merc305 on YouTube, Merc305 Gaming on Twitter. Yeah, man, just check us out, man. Ultra Preset Podcast, normally every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Check us out there. It's me, Jess, Frog, and Meds every single week.
Yep.
Yeah, catch us, man.
Yeah, check us out over there, man. We have a blast on our show, and it's like a bunch. We have PC gaming. We got Xbox talk. Frog's dropping in some stuff with Xbox and some PS4 stuff. Definitely PS4 stuff. And, and all these things that are going on. One. I don't know to bring it now. Let's just keep it the Halo. We'll talk about the Ultra preset, but we'll talk about all about the stuff with these dev kits. My God, like my general opinion right now before I go is just stop it. Just wait for them to do their reveals because those are going to be the biggest days in gaming when Microsoft shows their game system and Sony shows theirs. And that's where you're going to get the messaging.
That's all that matters.
That's it. These dev kits, who's more powerful than the other one? Just the rumors, 20%, 10%, who has dev kits, who don't. You got to remember.
It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter. They're all going to be, they're coming at the same time. One's not going to be, like I said before, the Xbox X and the PlayStation 4 Pro, that kind of power differential is not going to, that's not going to happen next generation. Like, they're going to be much more similar. So, that's it. But guys, thank you, Frankie, for signing up. That's another cousin grind. I got my cousin grinders in here, guys. So the grindhouse is growing. We got family in here now. We got junior grinders, cousin grinders, Merc grinders. We got everybody coming in here. And check us out at the. We got them all. What's up? So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I know this was an impromptu holiday. Stay safe with the weather in the Northeast, all that stuff going on. And, check us out. I think, are we doing a show this Wednesday? I think we're doing one this Wednesday. Right?
I believe so, man. I believe so.
Halo stream one.
Oh, man. News out there. Yeah, for sure.
It's been crazy.
If not, worst case scenario, we'll definitely be streaming Halo.
And then next week is the Game Awards, right?
Yeah. December 12th. December 12th.
Oh, man. I wish it was this week. What the hell is next week for? Freaking late.
Yeah, December 12th.
And we might see more Halo at that one. Bring it back to Halo. I think they might show a trailer to Halo Infinite.
Actually, I think we may do a live reaction, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be back there because I'm gonna be in Miami coming back, that night. So I'm gonna try to jump onto that thing. But but I think they're gonna show Halo.
Do you know what time it is?
Usually around 7, 8 o'clock. They go long though. It goes like 2 hours.
Yeah, I know it goes long.
Let's see.
I know it goes long.
Awards. Let's see. Game Awards. The Game Awards are on December. See, last year they were December 6th. They were this week.
Yeah. It's December 12th this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, December 12th.
So like this December 12th at 12/12/19. Save the date, I guess. Keely, I'll save the date. That's at PS time. So it's 5:30 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that means it's 8:30 to friggin' I said to midnight. Or 1. Is it what? Wait, yeah, to 1.
Oh,
shit. 3 hours long.
Okay, maybe live reaction may be too much.
Yeah, I don't know. We might just do a recap because I think half of that stuff is gonna be propaganda, and and you remember half the awards they don't put people on stage.
I know. I remember from last year.
Put them on freaking stage. So we'll see, and then what was the last thing? Oh, and then maybe I'll do something if anything comes up tomorrow. Now tomorrow is PlayStation's also 25th anniversary, so
it is.
It's gonna be.
They're gonna announce something. I have a feeling.
I think they're gonna do something, either some console or they'll have some sort of like. Definitely, they'll probably have a background like to download, but I do think something might get announced tomorrow. Especially if Halo is trending, and stuff like that. Sony will always kind of be like, "Well, it's our 25th anniversary. Here's something." They always like to respond. But yeah, that's tomorrow. So tomorrow might be a news day. We'll see. I'm going to be ready to play Halo at 1, hopefully. I guess I can't pre-download it, so I hope it doesn't take all day to download it.
I probably won't. Steam has good download speeds.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that one. But anyway, I'm going to be heading out, guys. I want to thank you again for coming out. Mark, thank you for your time tonight. I know it was impromptu. I just sent the tweet out, but I wanted to do something a little special for Halo coming out on PC tomorrow because I'm pretty hyped for it. I know Mark was hyped for it, and
absolutely,
it's good to reminisce about the good old days of Halo, and hopefully, this stuff can rekindle it back because Halo is definitely my, it's my last. It's the biggest thing that I have right now that I look forward to an Xbox because unless they start giving me some new stuff, but Halo, man, that's what brings me home. So
facts.
I want to thank you again, guys, for coming out. Again, share, like the video, subscribe. Thank you, Frankie, for subscribing. My cousin grinders that just showed up. Thank you so much, guys. Jemiah, Customs, Garuda, the Floyd. Thank you guys, and thank you again, Merc, for coming out. I'll talk
For
to
sure,
everyone
man.
later. Thanks again.
Peace.